Hello, this is James from Living Gardens Homestead. I thought I'd get back in touch with you because the last video that I put on, our battery went dead and we didn't get to finish. And I'm new at this. I don't know how to edit these videos, but I'm trying to do the best I can so I can give you all the most information that I can. Now, we were talking about the potatoes, and what a lot of people don't realize is, picture it like this with the old timers. The old timers would raise their garden, they'd can their food, put their food up for the year in the fall so that they could have food till the next year. Well, if they didn't put enough back in the fall, then the following year in the summer, like right now, they'd run out of food if they didn't put enough back. And until the harvest comes in, they would have to probably go hungry until they could start harvesting this year's food to start eating on. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Your food that goes in the stores, the food that anybody grows and puts back, it lasts until the next following year. And what's happening is we're having all these droughts, all these floods, all these things happening, our places burning down that process our foods, and the food that we're growing this year is to do us all the way until next year. And you can see with the potatoes right now that the information that I've received, the potatoes are kind of withering down. We're kind of running out of the ones that we stored up from last year. But now hopefully within the next couple weeks they'll start pulling out of the ground the potatoes they raised this year so that they can start putting them back on the shelves and stuff. But if they didn't raise enough this year and we start eating them too early, then surely next year we're going to run out even sooner. But that's the reason I'm here to talk to you, is to try to educate you a little bit. I don't claim to be smart. I don't claim to know everything. There's a lot of people out there that know more than I do. A lot of them, I watch their YouTube channels just to learn for myself what to do. But right now is a good time to go to the store, buy your stuff and stock up your pantry and stuff. Right now we've got a lot stocked up in our pantry that we've bought from the store. You know, canned spaghetti, ravioli, our meats like our chicken and stuff, we got stocked up in our pantry. We've also got live chickens here. We get our eggs from our chickens, and we also buy eggs from the store. But the thing that I'm trying to say is this: we can survive on what we've got stored up right now for a while, but eventually that's going to run out. So what I'm doing right now, instead of focusing on a lot of stuff to can and this, that, and the other, is we've got our pantry stocked, and what I'm focusing on is getting seeds for next year. I'm afraid there may be a shortage on seeds next spring, and we're not going to be able to plant what we want to plant. And just like my potatoes I was showing you out there, a lot of those are going to be for seed for next year. And this year, the potatoes I raised, those that you've seen, I had no money in them. They were seed from the following year, or the year before, that I used to grow those potatoes. So, you know, saving your seed is a big thing. Now I'm going to show you what I did here, and I'm going to give you a little advice. I hope you can see this, but you see these coming up? Them's tomatoes that I saved seed from. These are the seeds that I saved. Now I've got those growing to produce, hopefully in this greenhouse I'm going to try this year, hopefully we'll have tomatoes around November, 1st of December, we'll have tomatoes. But the tomatoes I've been growing, the things that I've been growing to save seed from. Now these seeds that I just showed you, these right here, these seeds are a red tomato with yellow stripes, and my wife likes those. Now what we did is we do this. if you got a tomato that you like at the farmer's market, you didn't raise tomatoes this year, how can I save seeds? Well, I'll tell you how you can save seeds. Go to your farmer's market, pick you out one of the best tomatoes that you would like, and when you get home, save those seeds the way I showed you on the video earlier about seed saving. Now, you can save those seeds and you can plant them next year and grow those tomatoes. That's what these are. I bought these tomatoes from a farmer's market, and I saved the seed from it, and I planted the seed. Now I'm going to try to raise these tomatoes to get me some red stripy tomatoes. Also, I saved, now we like cantaloupes. They're not something you need to survive, but I hope you can see those. See those seeds? All these seeds came out of 2 cantaloupes that I raised this year. So I don't have to buy cantaloupe seeds next year if I want to raise cantaloupes. And all I do is I take and label my package of what they are. It's a paper bag, and I put my seeds in there after they're dried out, and I store them in the refrigerator. It's simple and easy to do, and you'll be sure to have seeds for next year if you do this. Now, I like growing things, and I'm telling you, these tomatoes, Uncle Eb's tomatoes, that the celebrities that he's grew year after year, those are good meaty tomatoes, and I've saved seed from those. I've got seed from about every tomato that we grow, and plus I like the stripies, and my wife does too, and so we're going to start growing those. Now, it ain't that hard, but I'm telling you, if the food shortages come along like I'm hearing, they ain't raising enough this year to make us through till next year. And I'm afraid we may run short on a lot of things. Now, granted, there'll probably be food at the grocery store, but it's going to be very, very expensive. And not only that, you probably are not going to have a lot of choices unless you go to like your local farmers markets and you buy local food from the farmers who grew it in your area. But I thought I'd bring this video to you and show you a little about what I was talking about with the potatoes, that we need to start saving our seeds just in case there is no seeds next spring to plant. And this way you're assured what seed you are planting. Just like me, on some of these seeds we ordered, come in, didn't grow what we thought we were growing. The seeds were from something else. So this way you're sure to get what you're planting, that you know you're planting. So if you all don't care, please like, subscribe, and share our videos. That way we can get out there and talk to more people. And I hope to get more videos out to you. I hope the greenhouse does good so I can show you more of that. But until later, goodbye from me, James, from Living Gardens Homestead.